Hello all, myself Vikram Grover, Company Secretary by profession. Welcome you all to my YouTube channel, Startup Tactics. Today we are going to discuss about e-form DPT-3. Everyone know about DP3 nowadays, it's very famous now. So we are going to discuss how to fill the form and the basics about deposit and exempted deposits. So what is deposit and what is exempted deposit? All we will cover in today's video. So I have received many queries from professionals in regard to the same. So stay tuned. Please see the video till the end to capture every detail and don't miss the end. So let's start. So as we know, most probably DP3 form is covered the section relating to deposit. So the section which is covered under the deposit is section 73 through 76 and the rules made thereunder and the rule 16 and 16a of the deposit rules and rules 21c. So we will discuss all about it. So firstly we will discuss the exempted deposit. What is exempted deposit? Exempted deposit is under the rule 21c. Deposit means money received by the way of deposit, loan in any form but does not include any amount from. Means what it means deposit is every money which is received as a loan or deposit, but some amount is not included in deposit. It is called exempted deposit. So it's amount received from the central government, state government, or any statutory authority like LIC, GIC, or any amounts received from foreign government, foreign international banks, or loan from the banking company, and raised amount through the issuance of the commercial papers or any channel of the RBI and something like that. There are lots of lists are there in it which are exempted deposit. So we are discussing some of out of some of exempted deposit, that is some are intercorporate disorder, which means any amount received from the company. If one company received the amount from the other company, it is comes under the exempted deposit. It will not called as a deposit. Okay, so it is come under that. So if any company received amount from NBFC as a loan, it also covered in that. Subscription money, any pending allotment. Here subscription money means application money for the allotment, but allotment is due within the 60 days. If 60 days is passed and 15 days of the repayment also passed, then it will come under the deposit. Okay, as everyone know. And any amount received from the director, relative of the director at any time of the receipt of the amount. Herein it is also it is only applicable in the case of the private companies. In case of the public company, only director's amount is there. Issue of the secured bonds, non-interest bearing amount held interest, or any amount of 25 lakh rupees or more received by a startup company by the way of convertible notes. As we know, what are the startups? Startups means issue the debenture for issue the equity share, that is convertible into rupees because the venture capitalists invest that money. So that will come under the exempted deposit. Any funding by the promoters, they are a class which is under the rule 21c, and by with the subscription in respect to the chit fund, any amount received in the CIS capital investment schemes which are there are lots of investment schemes which is regulated by the SEBI, that also come under the exempted deposits. So under various schemes like AIF, alternate investment fund, domestic venture capital funds, etc., there are lots of funds are there which are exempted deposits. So that also come under the exemptions. So they all need to be reported on now. Okay, so we will discuss it later. Amount received in the course of business. If you are doing a business and you are during the course of business, you are receiving an amount as an advance, that is also come under the exempted deposit, that is related to restricted to some things like any received amount received from the customer that is related to specific to the some days, and any amount received advance of the relating to immovable property, future services, advance received and allowed by any sectoral regulator or by the directions of any state government or central government. Amount for the subscription toward the publication. As we know, nowadays means if you are subscribing some newspaper, you are giving the 1 year advance or 2 year advance or 3 year subscription amount that you are paying for the newspaper, and you are getting the coupons amount coupons from the like Hindustan Times or Times of India, and you will get the supply from 1 year. Okay, so you are paying the subscription amount only one time. If you read the proviso of section 73 subsection 1, it is read as provided that nothing in this subsection shall apply to a banking company, a non-banking financial company as defined in the Reserve Banks of India Act 1934, and to such other companies as the central government may, after consultation with the RBI, specify in this behalf. What it means? It means कोई भी NBFC, कोई भी banking company exempted है from the deposit rules and deposit definitions as per the Companies Act section 73 provision said that. Further, as per the Rule 16A, Sub Rule 3, if you read a section, Rule 16A, Sub Rule 3 of the Companies Acceptance of Deposit Rules 2014, which is inserted by Companies Acceptance of Deposit Amendment Rules 2019, dated 22nd January 2019, that further modified by the Company Acceptance of Deposit Rules Second Amendment Rules 2019, dated by 30th April 2017. What it says, it talks about one-time return. What is one-time return? Every company, every company other than the government company. Every company, what it means, every company, what it means, whether it is OPC, whether it is private company, whether it is public company, whether it is other than all the companies which are covered but exempted for the government company, shall file a one-time return of the outstanding receipt of the money or loan by a company but does not consider as deposit in terms of the clause 21C, Rule 21C, from the 1st April 2014 to the 31st March 2019 as specified in the Form DPT-3 within 90 days from the 31st March 2019, along with the fee as prescribed by the company's registration office and fees rule 2014. What it means, हर एक कंपनी गवर्नमेंट कंपनी को छोड़ के और एनबीएफसी और एनएचपी और जो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट प्रिस्क्राइब कर रखे हैं अंडर दिस रूल्स कि जिनको नहीं करना, उनके अलावा इन कंपनीज को, हर एक कंपनी को फाइल करनी है वन टाइम रिटर्न, क्योंकि आप कोई भी आपकी रिसिप्ट ऑफ मनी होगी, कोई भी लोन है आपकी कंपनी में जिस जो कंसीडर्ड एज नॉट एज डिपॉजिट विद अंडर द रूल 21C, which is outstanding from 1st April 2014 to 31st March of 2019, you have to report in DPT-3. We will later on discuss in with the filing guide. We will open the form and we will show you how to fill the form and what are the category we have to fill under that and how to fill it. Okay, so stay tuned. As per the rule 16, if you see the rule 16, what is the rule 16 says, it is about the periodic return. Every company to which these rules apply shall on or before 30th of the June of every year file with the registrar a return in Form DP3 along with the fee as provided in company's registration office and fees rules 2014. हर एक कंपनी जिस पे ये रूल अप्लाई होते हैं उस कंपनी को ईयरली 30th of June तक एक रिटर्न फाइल करनी है DP3, which is said as return of deposits, and that company have to file the information contained as the 31st day of the March of that preceding year, that year duly audited by the auditor of the company. Explanation is added recently in 22nd January 2019. Explanation was added in Rule 16 by the company's acceptance of the amendment Rule 2019 dated 22nd January 2019, which is read as, it is hereby clarified that the form DP-3 be used for the filing return of deposit or the particulars of the transaction not considered as deposit or both by every company other than the government company. मीन्स गवर्नमेंट कंपनी को छोड़ के और उन कंपनीज को छोड़ के जिन पे रूल्स अप्लाई नहीं होते, उन कंपनीज को DPT-3 फॉर्म फाइल करना है for the both the purpose, for the company having the deposit or company does not having the deposit but having the exempted deposit, they have to file this form. Okay, we are making this video for resolving the queries of the members, for the professionals and other non-professional members also, and the subscriber of this channel. So first of all, we will take the one FAQ. So what is the first question is, to whom this DPT-3 is applicable? किन किन पे DPT-3 applicable है? All companies except government companies and other companies exempted under the company acceptance or deposit rule 2014, that is NBFC, and other companies which are exempted under the sections or the rules. As we know, NBFC's banking companies are exempted. They don't have to file DPT-3. So all the company have to file one-time return for the disclosure of the details of the outstanding money or the loan, but not consider deposit under the Rule 21C, as we discussed earlier also. Okay, exempted deposit have to report under the one-time return. And company accepting the deposit under the company's acceptance or deposit rule 2014 have to file DPT-3 yearly by giving the amount of the deposit accepted, repaid, outstanding, matured but not claimed, existing deposit, detail of liquid asset, particulars of charge that have to be reported in return of deposit. And apart from that, particulars of the transaction by the company not considered a deposit under 21C means exempted deposit. Means if the company having the both having the deposit or not having the deposit, they have to file the form. And the third companies not taking deposit but fall under the rule 121C means about the we are talking about the periodic return. Periodic return means yearly return. If the company does not have a deposit but having the exempted deposit, then also they have to file TPT3. I hope it is clear now. We'll move to the next question. What is the purpose of the filing the DPT3 form? हम क्यों फाइल करें DPT3 फॉर्म? एक कंपनी है, उसको क्यों करनी है DPT3 फॉर्म रिटर्न फाइल? फॉर वन टाइम फाइलिंग रिक्वायरमेंट, जो वन टाइम फॉर्म है वो किस किस को फाइल करना है? व्हेन यू ओपन द फॉर्म, if you see the third option in the form, it is the purpose of the filing of the form. हम फॉर्म क्यों फाइल कर रहे हैं? The first radio button over there, one time return for the disclosure of detail of the outstanding money or the loan received by the company but not considered as deposit in terms of rule 21C of the company's acceptance or deposit rule 2014. According to that, we have to file one time return. Option 1 radio button we have to select. Return of the deposit by the company who deposit accepting companies. ऐसी कंपनी जो डिपॉजिट एक्सेप्ट करती हैं, they have to choose the option return of deposit over there. They have only have the deposit. They does not have any exempted deposit, but they only have the deposit. Then you have to select the option 2. Then the option 3 is there, periodic return by the company not accepting deposit but having the exempted deposit. ऐसी कंपनियां जिनके पास डिपॉजिट तो नहीं है बट दे हैव exempted deposit and they have to file yearly form, then they have to select the third radio button over there. And then when we come to the fourth radio button, it is about periodic return by the company accepting deposit and having the exempted deposit. Means कंपनी के पास दोनों हैं, कंपनी में डिपॉजिट भी है और exempted deposit भी है. Then they have to select fourth radio button over the screen, over the form. If we see the fourth radio button here, if this form is filed form, I'm showing just for the, it is yearly periodic form we are seeing over the screen. So we will move over to the next question. It is about auditor certificate. Everyone is asking, क्या auditor certificate mandatory है? जी हाँ, auditor certificate mandatory है, लेकिन सिर्फ दो ही केसेस में, when you are filing the periodic return. In one time return it is not mandatory. In there are two cases. कौन से दो केसेस हैं जिसमें हमें कंपल्सरी? When you see in the form, there are two, return of deposit and particular of the transaction by the company not considered as deposit. In these two options only, you have to attach auditor certificate. Then only it is mandatory, otherwise not. So rule 16, it clearly says only mention about the auditor certificate, whereas one time form pursuant to the rule 16 a sub rule 3, hence for the one time form auditor certificate is not mandatory. So it is clear. It is also covered in the webinar also. MC official said that it is not mandatory for the one time return, and for the rule 16 only for the return of deposit and return of deposit exempted deposit, then only you have to select you have to attach auditor certificate. Okay, and also pre-scrutiny, if you do the pre-scrutiny, it also show the error if you are filing the return or deposit. Means if you say, if you come out with the crux, what it mean, कंपनी के पास अगर डिपॉजिट है तो ही कंपनी को ऑडिटर सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए. Now we will move to the next question. Should the company file nil return in a case of one time or periodic return? When the notification came in January, it is clearly said that, or whenever the notification are there in November or in January, it's talking about outstanding. It's outstanding amount, means if there is outstanding amount of the company, whether exempted deposit, then only the company have need to file the DPT-3. Means nil return, then no nil return is required. So it's clearly a big no. Now we will move to the next question. There are lots of companies are there which are taking the loan from their members. Company needs some money from an urgent basis, they are taking the from the members. As we know that private companies earlier in one notification, they were exempted from following some rules, okay, of the deposit. So the question is, the private company not having the exempted deposit but having the accepted deposit, unsecured loan from its member, then what they have to do? Actually, we have to see the notification to be constructed as a deposit, and return of deposit have to be filed as the exemption for the private companies are only for the procedure, that is not for the filing. Then in that case, private company have to file the DPT-3 as a deposit. If they are taking the loan from the members, it is considered as deposit, then they have to file in the deposit in a DPT-3 as a deposit only. Okay, it is not considered exemption deposit because exemption is in regard to the procedure only, not regarding to the filing. Hope it is will clear now. Now we will move to the next question. It is a big question with in every mind. All are waiting for this question. We will take this later. So first we talk about what is the consequences of non filing of the form. अगर हम फॉर्म फाइल नहीं करेंगे तो क्या कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस होंगे. As we know, this form is not free of charge, it is paid form. Okay, so as the filing fees, it is second time, if you for second times or 12 times to the normal fees, means maximum up to 12 times it can be increased. And as per the rule fine, relating to the fine, rule 21 prescribes a fine for the company and on every officer default which may extend to 5,000 rupees, and in case of continuous violation on the further fine which may extend to 500 rupees for every day after the first day of such contravention. Okay, so we will also see the form, how to fill the details and what are the details over there. Okay, now we'll see the form. The third option, we have to select option 1 for the one time return, and all three options are there for the periodic return. Okay, so the fourth option, we have to select here that public company or private company, whether the company is government company. No, in my case the company is no. Object of the company, many I'm receiving many comments from the our professional that object are not taking according to their company. So they have to see whether they have filed MJD 14 for the object change or not, and or the procedure they have followed for the object change or not. So in seventh point, we have to select the date of the last closing of accounts. Our last date of closing of account is 31st 3rd 2019. So we have filed that. So net worth. Here's the question, net worth. Which net worth we have to select here? We have to put the information of the net worth as per the last audit balance sheet proceeding to date of the return. Okay, we have to file 31st March 2018 as the last audit balance sheet. You have to fill the information. Please make sure that you are filing the information as you filed in the MGT 7 or AOC 4 of the last year. That information we have to file here. This is form. Please, paid of share capital, free reserves, if there are free reserves are there, security premium account, and net worth is auto calculated when you fill all the zeros over there. If there is a zero, if there is a figures over there, you have to fill that figures. You cannot blank that field. You have to fill all the information over there. we are filing for the exempted deposit only. Our company does not having the deposit over there. So in point number 15, we will have to fill the information. Our company have not having the deposit. Oh, sorry, our company have not received any amount from central government, state government, or other points over there as a foreign contribution over there, or from the banking company. Our company does not have any loan from the banking company, so or any loan from PFI. Actually, our company having received money from the NBFCs or the companies or ICDs are there, so that amount I have put there. So all the option which we are talking about, the exempted deposit rule 21C of the company's acceptance of deposit rule 2014. So according to that, we have to fill the information over there. Okay, so that is the information we have to fill in the form. Okay, in our company mostly all the things are zero, so we have put the information as zero, and where the amount is there we have put that amount over there. Okay, so we have to fill information according to that. Attachment, I have not attached any attachment over there. Okay, now we will go to the biggest question over there, that what is the difference in details to be provided for one time written form and periodic written form. There is the biggest ambiguity over there in many minds. Now we will go to the question, what is the difference in details to be provided for the one time form and periodic form. एक वन टाइम फॉर्म और पीरियोडिक फॉर्म में क्या डिफरेंस है, आइए डिस्कस करते हैं। वन टाइम फॉर्म टू बी प्रोवाइडेड डिटेल्स फ्रॉम द 1st April 2014 टू 31st March 2019। आप भी कह रहे होंगे क्या बता रहे, तो हमें पता ही है। अब देखा जाए तो हम व्हेन वी रीड द लैंग्वेज ऑफ रूल 16A सब रूल 3, that is talking about the outstanding amount from 1st April 2014 to 31st March 2019. It means one time return में क्या भरना है आपने अमाउंट, मीन्स कोई आपका अमाउंट आउटस्टैंडिंग है लोन या रिसिप्ट 1st April 2014 को, एंड द सेम अमाउंट is outstanding on 31st March 2019, then only that amount have to be entered in one time return. It means you have amount on 1st April 2014, that is 1 lakh rupees, and you are taking the loan after that, then such loan after 1st April 2014 not to be considered in the one time return. It means आपका जो भी आउटस्टैंडिंग बैलेंस है 1st April 2014 पे, वही सेम अमाउंट आपका अगर कुछ 31st March 2019 पे आउटस्टैंडिंग है, वो आपको वन टाइम रिटर्न में देना है। ओके, तो फिर पीरियोडिक रिटर्न में क्या देना है? पीरियोडिक रिटर्न फॉर्म में इज अबाउट द पर्टिकुलर ऑफ द रिसिप्ट ऑफ द मनी एट द एंड ऑफ द फाइनेंशियल ईयर। इट मींस 31st March 2019 पे आपका कुछ भी आउटस्टैंडिंग लोन रिसिप्ट अमाउंट खड़ा है, वेदर इट इज ऑफ अमाउंट इन रिलेटेड 2002, 2008, 2010, 2014, 15, 16, 17, 18, whatever, if it is outstanding on 31st March 2019 and it is exempted deposit or the deposit, then you have to file the periodic return in the DPT-3. I hope it is clear now. I hope this information is useful for you. I hope I have cleared all the doubt. If you have any doubts, please contact to me. Okay, on my email ID is provided over there. You can see my email ID over there.